We reported it here on Fox early yesterday afternoon, and today the president confirmed it that the summit will be held in Singapore. The president tweeting just a short time ago, quote, "The highly anticipated meeting between Kim Jong Un and myself will take place in Singapore on June 12th. We will both try to make it a very special moment for world peace." We'll be talking about the whys of Singapore coming up in just a couple of seconds. But first of all, let's take you back to early this morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning at Andrews Air Force Base. Real celebration as the three Americans who have been detained in North Korea return back home to the United States. Kim Dong-chul, Tony Kim, Kim Hak-song arriving just after 3 o'clock in the morning at Joint Base Andrews. After, in Kim Dong-chul's case, being held for 3 years in North Korea, sentenced to 10 years of hard labor there. In a joint statement, the freed Americans said, quote, "We would like to express our deep appreciation to the United States government, President Trump, Secretary Pompeo, and the people of the United States for bringing us home. We thank God and all our families and friends who prayed for us and for our return. God bless America, the greatest nation in the world." The goodwill gesture was a real confidence-building step ahead of the expected summit between the president and Kim Jong Un. Early this morning, the president even more optimistic about the chances that the summit could bear fruit, believing that Kim may indeed be changing his ways. Listen here.
I really think he wants to do something. I think he did this because I really think he wants to do something and bring that country into the real world. I really believe that, John, and I think that we're going to have a success. I think this will be a very big success.
President Trump not the only official who's believing that. Last year on this driveway behind me, the Secretary of Defense James Mattis said, and it was quite an amazing statement. He said, "We are not seeking the total annihilation of a country, namely North Korea, but we have the means to be able to do it." Yesterday, after the three hostages were announced that they would be released, Secretary Mattis looking at the bright side of things. Listen here.
Reassert certainly their capability concerns us on the military side. However, we see there is some reason for optimism. We said all along this was a diplomatically led effort, backed up by military force. I think there is reason for some optimism that these talks could be fruitful.
While the White House is optimistic, it is cautiously so. Yesterday, President Trump in the cabinet room saying, well, the whole thing could come unglued, but they're hoping that they will be there together in Singapore on the 12th of June and maybe have some sort of historic breakthrough in relations between the U.S. and North Korea and the beginning of the dismantlement of North Korea's nuclear program. John?
Why did the Singapore site get the pick for the summit, John?
Well, I mean, there's a number of different reasons, and it fits a number of different criteria. First of all, it's neutral ground in that it's neither North nor South Korea. Certainly the United States is a close ally of Singapore, but they didn't want to have it on the Korean Peninsula. Secondly, it's a big modern city. It's got all the facilities that you would need for this sort of thing. It is fairly close to North Korea. There's word that Kim Jong Un does not have the fleet of aircraft necessary to travel a long distance. Also, it's in Asia, which I think is very symbolic. I mean, you don't want to have an Asian summit that involves North and South Korea in some place like Sweden or Switzerland when you could actually have it in the region. And it also has excellent security, which, of course, is a prerequisite for anywhere that the president travels. So at the moment, Singapore, June 12th, we will be there with bells on. John?
The eyes of the world will be watching. John Roberts, Chief White House Correspondent, thank you.